This might be a short episode, but we do have the badass woman in her. I mean, we got it all, baby. We did it all. We did it very fast, too. This might be short because it's, New Year's Eve or whatnot. But it is here. All right. We're going to take a break so I can find out how to say the name correctly, all right? My internet's not working so good, so I'm just going to be ignorant. This is a badass woman in Herstory. Khutulun, circa 1260 to about 1306, also known as Agarn, or Ayurug, or Kotal to Sagan, or, Ayaru, which translates to moonlight, was a Mongol noblewoman and wrestler, the most famous daughter of Ketu, a cousin of Kublai Khan. Fuck, I'm not pronouncing any of these right, and I feel so bad. But I gotta do this so fast. Next time, guys, or maybe people like me mispronouncing it. Her father was most pleased by her abilities, and she accompanied him on military campaigns. Both Marco Polo and Rashid al-Din Hamadani wrote accounts of their encounters with her. Interesting, Marco Polo. Khutulun was born about 1260. By 1280, her father Ketu became the most powerful ruler of Central Asia, reigning in the realms from western Mongolia to Oxus, and from the central Siberian plateau to India. Marco Polo described Khutulun as a superb warrior, one who could ride into enemy ranks and snatch a captive as easily as a hawk catches a chicken. She assisted her father in many battles, particularly against the Yuan dynasty of her cousin, the great Khan, Kublai. Khutulun insisted that any man who wished to marry her must defeat her in wrestling, winning horses from competitions and the wagers of would-be suitors. It is said that she gathered a herd numbering 10,000. Sources vary about her husband's identity. Some chronicles say her husband was a handsome man who failed to assassinate her father and was taken prisoner. Others refer to him as Ketu's companion from the Koros clan. Rashid al-Din wrote that Khutulun fell in love with Ghazan, Mongol ruler in Persia. I'm sure they all fell in love with her as well. Of all Ketu's children, Khutulun was the favorite and the one from whom he sought most advice and political support. According to some accounts, he tried to name her as his successor to the Khanate before he died in 1301. However, his choice was declined due to her male relatives. When Ketu died, Khutulun guarded his tomb with the assistance of her brother Oris. She was challenged by her other brothers, including Chapar and relative Duwa, because she resisted their secession. She died in 1306. Khutulun is thought to be the basis for the character of Turandat, who has been the subject of a number of Western works. While in Mongol culture she is remembered as a famous athlete and warrior, in Western artistic adaptations she is depicted as a proud woman who finally succumbs to love. Francois Petit de la Croix's 1710 Book of Asian Tales and Fables contains a story in which Khutulun is called Turandat, a Persian word meaning Central Asian daughter. And this is the 19-year-old daughter of Altun Khan, the Mongol Emperor of China. In Petit de la Croix's story, however, she does not wrestle her suitors, and they do not wager horses. Rather, she has them answer the 3 riddles, and they are executed if they cannot solve them. Of course, he wants it to be that. Carlo Gozzi wrote his own version 50 years later, a stage play in which she was a tigerish woman of unrelenting pride. Friedrich Schiller translated and adapted the play into German as Turandat, Prinzessin von China, in 1801. The most famous version of Turandat is Giacomo Puccini's operatic version, which he was working on when he died in 1924. There are many stories and novels about Khutulun presented by Mongolian writers such as Khutulun by Perev Sanj, Ketu's wonderful daughter Khutulun by Che Janchiborju, Kutol the Sun. All right. The story of Ketu Khan. Sorry, guys. And by something such and Princess Khutulun. So there's a lot of literature about her. She's portrayed by Claudia Kim in the Netflix series Marco Polo. Oh, I might just watch it just for that. Just for her. Khutulun was the name chosen for a popular racehorse in Australia, which was bought by grand syndicates and eventually won $500,000 in prize money. On December 3rd, 2021, Shooter Productions and Vu Broadcasting released the film Princess Khutulun. The movie is based on the novel Kodal Tsagan Guns by Mongolian author Batasarin Shutersetsig and takes place during the Yuan Dynasty. Actress Tuxedo Munkabat played the star role. Interesting. I butchered the shit out of that. And I'm very sorry. I didn't have time to do much research. My beautiful family. Let me try to bust some soul real quick before I go.